Well, what's going on, YouTube universe? YouTubers, I'm about to say. That was the old me. But it's the natural born thriller. And welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from June 30th, 2020. Your commentators were Josh Matthews and Madison Rain. So let's get right into the show with more Summerversary build-ups. The opening match was Chris Bay being accompanied by Johnny Swinger versus Suicide. So Chris Bay and Chris Bay and Suicide were having a decent match. I wasn't into it that much, but it was whatever. Chris Bay ends up winning the match because I think John Swinger got involved, and then Chris Bay ends up cheating to win, and that was it. So more reason why I didn't care about the match at all. Gia Miller. Now I think it's Gia. I kept saying it was Gina at one point, but it's Gina Miller interviewing Moose, defending his TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Crazy Steve, and he informs that Steve has fun and games that didn't get him anywhere, and it's a hard work that it did too, and all. And we'll get to that match later. So John Swinger's proud of Chris Bay of winning the match, because he got involved, and then he says, it's gonna be the same result as Summerversary for the X Division Championship. The referee Brandon Tolley, that's how you say his name. And I like him, by the way. He informs John Swinger that he's banned for ringside. Chris Bay's going to handle this on his own against Willie Mack for the X Division Championship, and basically, Chris Bay is blaming Johnny Swinger for ruining everything, and Johnny Swinger said he's going to fix this eventually, and we'll get to more of that. So, Reno Scum, which is Adam Dorso and Luster the Legend versus the team of Falaba and TJP, where in this match, we are going to find out who the better tag team between Reno Scum and Falaba teaming up with TJP, and we're going to find out who's the baddest tag team in this match, and we're going to find out who wins this tag team match. And we did find out who won this tag team match, and the one that we did find out who won this tag team match was Falaba and TJP. So yeah, TJP and Falaba let Reno Scum know they just found out what it's all about. Match itself, it was good. I enjoyed the match. It was good. But at least we found out. Master Rain with our locker room talk show with Johnny Swinger as the co-host. The guest was Johnny Bravo. So Master Rain wants to know what's the relationship between himself and Rosemary, and he said there's nothing going on there. But Johnny Swinger sees otherwise. Even Master Rain sees otherwise. They bring up Rosemary, and Rosemary admits that she has no idea what they're talking about or what's going on. Johnny Swinger says, come on, there's sexual tensions going on in the air, wherever. He feels like it's towards himself and Rosemary. And then Johnny Bravo and Johnny Swinger starts arguing with one another. Maybe Johnny Swinger wants a piece of Rosemary. This storyline with Rosemary and going for Johnny Bravo is ridiculous. I think got Johnny Swinger involved too now. The entertainment was entertaining. It was bad, but it was entertaining at the same time. Top Record comes in there to interrupt, and Top Record basically suggests Rosemary that they should be a tag team, and she accepts it, and there you go. That was the end of the interview. And like saying myself, so at first it didn't hit me at first, but I think it was during this point, Rosemary is now a heel. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with her being a heel, but still, the way they did it, it was meh. The North address, they will address what the whole thing with Ken Shamrock, what they did to him. to the last time. But before they did talk about the whole thing where they attacked Ken Shamrock, we get to a recap of Diana Perrazzo, the virtuosa, of her debut match against Alicia Edwards, where she destroyed Alicia Edwards in the match. So then we get to the North. So the North, basically, yeah, not Josh Alexander, Ethan Page saying, we're changing Ken Shamrock being the world's most dangerous man. You're only the world's most dangerous man unless you're with someone. Yeah, basically is saying that Ken Shamrock is not the world's most dangerous man without anyone on his side. So this led to Ken Shamrock coming out to confront them. All of a sudden we hear a noise going on, and there was special screen effects going on, and it was Sami Callihan basically, and you hear his voice saying, "Who needs friends when you have enemies?" He appears in the ring alongside with Ken Shamrock against the North. They go out to the North. They get one upper hand against the North. Sami Callihan all of a sudden presses the button, thumbs up, thumbs down, and he's gone. And Ken Shamrock realizes it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, of course." So yeah, that was that one. Also in the North, runs into Scott Demoy, the vice president or the president. I can't remember which it is that he is, which is to be in charge of Impact Wrestling. But they run into him, and he says, "Hold on, guys. Okay, he basically he took us on the phone saying that, okay, I'll keep you good brothers in mind, something like that." I can't remember how he said it, but all I know is that he said the Good Brothers, which is Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. Yeah. So back to the North. The North are upset because what happened in the ring. They're not in the wrestling gear, and they got attacked by Callihan and Ken Shamrock, and the Canadians, and they're talking about a Canadian in Scott Demoy's own right, like they deserve better. And Scott Demoy's like, yeah, you know what, you're right. We're Canadians. We need to stick together. I'm not gonna let these Americans treat these Canadians like this and all that. So how's about this? Summerversary, the North versus Shamrock and Callihan for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. And he goes in his office, and that was it. And then the North did not look happy. Basically, Scott Demoy, solved the problems in a way that they didn't solve the problems. If that makes any sense. But yeah, that match going on. I'm not really on that big on that match, by the way, folks. Just to let you know that. But I'll get to more of that when we do the predictions. But as we get more of these reviews I'll let you know why too as well. Magnus versus Eric Young for the TNA World Championship title from 2014. A flashback, basically when the Impact Plus Moment of the Week, which was good. I'm glad they showed that. Basically more tease. Maybe someone's coming. I'll get to that later. Jimmy Jacobs, I got his name right this time. He gets a word from Trey before the main event against Madman Fulton. Wants to know how is he doing and what's his status. He says after finding out that Madman Fulton was the one who attacked him for the past 2 weeks, he's ready to tear him apart. So yeah, we got validation that it was Madman Fulton who attacked Trey. Now at the time I didn't know that he even said that, because I didn't really pay attention to it that much, but it tends to him talking about with Jimmy Jacobs, but yeah, it's good to know now. At least it was Madman Fulton. At least it wasn't no one else that that they were teasing that Trey was attacked by someone. Oh well. But we'll get to that main event match later between Trey and Madman Fulton, because we get to Moose versus Crazy Steve for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Match itself was decent. I'm not gonna say much about it. I thought it was just decent. It was also, on Moose's part, a little reckless where it pertains to what he was doing to Crazy Steve in the match for that one spot. But everything ended up being okay at the end. Moose ends up winning the match, obviously, duh. At the match, Moose continues to beat on Crazy Steve. Tommy Dreamer comes out of nowhere with along with the doctors and everything. Like, what was he coming out for? And like, oh no, it hit me at first, but then it started picking up a little bit later. But the Moose attacks Tommy Dreamer as he's looking after Crazy Steve. So then after the went to commercial break, they came back from commercial break, and Tommy Dreamer calls out Moose. We're attacking Crazy Steve and himself. Basically talking about he called in a very passionate promo. I mean, obviously Tommy Dreamer is a good talker, a great talker to say the least. He always got a great passionate promo. A great passionate promo. Basically burying moves about him being an athlete from NFL into wrestling, affiliate as a wrestler and all that, and then him being a fake TNA world champion and all that, and blah 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 and all that. Basically just burying the existence of Moose's talent. Oh, and Tommy Dreamer was bleeding, by the way. Just let you know. Just let you know. Yeah, I know that. He was bleeding because Moose bust him open in a way. What's the good Tommy Dreamer TV moment while him bleeding? Kind of like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and whoever have you out there where it tends to wrestlers that just love to have themselves be in the cruising mask. I mean, with Tommy Dreamer's case, it was just blood just dripping down. That was basically it. Cousin Jake, and Hernandez having an arm wrestling contest where Hernandez winning. All of a sudden, basically it's Hernandez, winning money in an arm wrestling contest. That's basically what it is. So, and Jake, your cousin Jake lost. So whatever. Kiera Hogan being accompanied by Tasha Steelz, versus Havoc being accompanied by Nevaeh. Match itself, it was decent. And surprisingly, Kiera Hogan won. Obviously, she won because, they cheated to win. I mean, that's the only way for Kiera Hogan to win nowadays in Impact Wrestling, right? Impact Wrestling. Despite Kiera Hogan being a very good wrestler, and she's very good. She, even as her being a heel or a face, I guess she can't win matches on her own, right? But it's whatever. I just don't care anymore. Even though I kind of look at it, I did care at that moment, but I digress. Moose responds to Tommy Dreamer. Basically, he wants to sue Tommy Dreamer and sue Impact Wrestling for that, and unless they apologize, Tommy Dreamer and Impact Wrestling to apologize to Moose about what Tommy Dreamer said. Main event time. Madman Fulton versus Trey. And by the way, Madman Fulton is being accompanied by Ace Austin in the match. Match itself, I thought was pretty good. Trey, basically got a jump start onto Ace Austin in the beginning of the match. And by the way, I want to curse myself here too, by the way, folks. I thought AA was did that too. For the last previous review I did, but that wasn't it. It was actually this match. I was trying to remember which it was, but it was actually this match that Trey got to jump on Ace Austin from the beginning of the match against Madman Fulton. But the match itself was good, but the match ended by Trey getting so disqualified. So Madman Fulton wins via disqualification. So yeah, and Trey gets a steel chair and takes out both Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, and that was it. But the show didn't end from there, because before the show ended, we see a golden robe and a red E on the back of the and a mask that's sitting there, teasing that we might get Super Eric, which is Eric Young. I thought we would get. And by the way, I doubt we're going to get Super Eric. But, nice try. But hey, at least we get validation there that Eric Young is coming back. Now, I don't know if he's going to be Showtime Eric Young, or if he's going to be the world-class maniac Eric Young. But I sure as hell don't want them being Super Eric. That's just me. Tomorrow Wrestling for Impact Wrestling, the show from June 30th of 2020, was 5 matches. And my overall showing for the show, where it pertains to Impact Wrestling, again from June 30th, 2020. I'm gonna give this show a 7.5 out of 10. And with that being said, thank you all for watching for It's the Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your Impact Wrestling review, again from June 30th, 2020. Until next time, folks, where it pertains to more of catching up with this Impact Wrestling review, where it pertains to more build-ups for Summerversary of 2020. You all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself for everything that's going on in the world, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. God bless you all. So I'm out here. Ta-ta for now. Mic drop.